was at the freeholder meeting. In the very beginning, they had an ordinance fixing the salaries of department heads as amended. I asked a question. I said, who are the directors that are getting these raises, and what are their salaries now? Because, and I mentioned this, I said, the county budget is now over $500 million, and obviously salaries play into part of it. So I want to know what the director's salaries are. They did not answer. And this is in reference to the ordinance, and I believe they're supposed to answer the public if they ask questions or not, or comment, I guess. So this year, the Union County budget actually passed $500 million, and we're looking at people possibly getting raises. I think because the public is now aware that we're talking about a $500 million budget, this could very well be part of the reason why. I would like somebody to run down exactly who this is involved and what their salary is going from and ending up at. Thank you very much.
Tina Renna Cranford. For the people at home, what this ordinance is you are setting, you are giving your department heads raises. So I believe they're all getting 2% raises, and I'd like to ask you to confirm if any of your department heads aren't getting raises. For instance, is Director Graziano getting a raise, despite his having his job duties practically slashed in half when he had engineering and parks and maintenance? So the way I see it, he has much less job responsibilities. Is he getting a raise? He was also the supervisor of Neil Palmieri, who is awaiting sentencing for his nefarious deeds here. He was shaking down vendors. I believe he was caught with $400,000 of at least that much, and Graziano was his direct supervisor. He had no idea that this was going on. No idea. So never held accountable for that. I'm wondering tonight if you can confirm that he is getting a raise. And a little bit off topic, I've never heard of you going after Palmieri civilly for that money. I will get back to it later.
Ms. Renna, this comment period is only for this ordinance.
Yeah, I know. Don't waste my time.
Then
Frank Guzzo.
Ma'am,
is he getting a raise?
To the ordinance.
I'm sticking to the ordinance. You're trying to run out my time. Frank Guzzo, is he getting a raise? You have $100,000 appropriating funds for a lawsuit that just arose from...
Ms. Renna, that is not...
Is that not the ordinance?
No, it is not the ordinance.
You're not giving department heads raises?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Well, that's what I'm speaking
But
to. Is Frank Guzzo getting a raise?
And we're not going to do it back and forth either.
You are interfering with my free speech. I am speaking to the audience. I am warning you. You're telling me I can't speak on this issue. You're giving employees raises and you're telling me I can't speak on this issue. I'm warning you. You are interfering with my First Amendment rights. You're telling me I can't speak on this.
Absolutely not.
Thank you. You just stopped me from speaking on this ordinance.
No, you still have time.
Excuse me?
Yes.
What are you, 12? Are you 12 years old?
Ma'am, you're out of order.
Frank Guzzo shouldn't be getting a raise. People are getting sued. Neither should Norm Albert, who misrepresented you this year over your county seal. He lied. He lied. As an attorney, he lied about your seal being copywritten, and it wasn't. It was an embarrassment to you, and it's a federal embarrassment. That lawsuit, that decision will be read infinitum. He embarrassed you. He's getting a raise. If he's not, let me know. That's my question. Who isn't getting a raise tonight? Thank you. Why don't you school him on the law?
Any other members of the public wishing to speak?
Pat Moschetti, New Providence. I have a series of questions regarding the salary changes for the department heads and a suggestion. The first question is, what percent of the salary changes for the department heads, this could be an approximation of the exact, What percent of the salary change for department heads are negative to 0%? What percent of the salary changes for department heads are positive up to 2%? And what percent of the salary changes for department heads are above 2%? And my suggestion here is, in a way to be transparent, for example, in a Republican-controlled municipality, New Providence, every time they have a salary resolution, which is several times a year, they have that accessible to anybody who is wishing to look at it, names and salaries. And then you can go up during the time of the meeting and discuss that, because you know what you see. What we have here is no transparency, because we have no names, we have no dollar amounts. And so if you want to take an example of good municipal or government management, you would show transparency of the salaries that are being changed. Thank you.
Any members of the public wishing to speak? Seeing none, county manager, do you want to tackle this ordinance?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. The proposed ordinance for adoption provides a 2% salary increase for all department heads except the deputy county manager. We feel that these increases are in line with 2%. This has been a part of our negotiated agreements with our unions. Thank you.
County manager, were the salaries, was the ordinance published in accordance with the law?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Any members of the board wishing?
Okay, then we went into the regular meeting. It was another resolution, position controls. Position controls are normally, if there's a change in salary or title or grade, it has to be a resolution. Okay, so they had a resolution on here. It was number 583 on page 4. It was my second time I got up and I said, being that position controls, I said, who are the directors that are getting raises? And what are their salaries? Because the budget is now over $500 million. No answer. Then near the end, it's public speaking, public comment period. This is the third time. I got up. I asked the exact same thing. Who are the directors? Could somebody tell me who are the directors getting these raises and what are their salaries? Because the budget is over $500 million. It's amazing. 3 times I asked. Nothing. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. They're embarrassed. They're embarrassed for the wanton spending, out of control waste that the county does, and yet they still obviously pay big salaries. I believe the watchdogs did open it and put it on the website. I believe so. So, I mean, you probably can find it there, but they're not going to tell you. They're not going to tell you. And that's pretty sad. They should be ashamed of themselves, basically. Big bucks, and they're ashamed. Bye.